The most ridiculous moments in sports history. Welcome to the show, everybody. Today we're diving headfirst into the wild, wacky, and downright unbelievable side of sports. Get ready to witness the most ridiculous moments in sports history. From bizarre blunders to hilarious mishaps, we've got it all covered. We're talking moments that'll make you laugh, scratch your head, and question everything you thought you knew about the world of athletics. So buckle up, folks, because we're about to embark on a roller coaster ride through the most ridiculous moments that ever graced the world of sports. Now let me tell you something, folks. Thanksgiving is a time for family, food, and football. But back in 2012, Mark Sanchez, the quarterback for the New York Jets, decided to add a new tradition to the mix, the butt fumble. Picture this. The Jets are playing the Patriots and Sanchez is looking to make a play. He drops back, looks for a receiver, and then, BAM! He runs straight into the backside of his own lineman, Brandon Moore. The ball pops loose, the Patriots recover, and Sanchez is left looking like he just saw a ghost. I mean, come on, man, how do you not see a 300-pound lineman standing right in front of you? This wasn't just any fumble, folks, this was a fumble for the ages, the butt fumble. A moment so ridiculous, so utterly unbelievable that it instantly became the stuff of legend. And you know what? It's a play that will live on in infamy, a constant reminder that even the best athletes in the world can sometimes lay an egg of epic proportions. Now we're talking about a different kind of ridiculous, folks. We're talking about the malice at the palace, a brawl so infamous, so utterly chaotic, that it sent shockwaves through the NBA and beyond. It was November 19, 2004. The Indiana Pacers were playing the Detroit Pistons, and the tension was palpable. But nobody could have predicted what would happen next. With just seconds left on the clock, a fight broke out on the court between players from both teams. But things quickly escalated when a fan threw a drink at Pacers player Ron Artest, who was trying to cool down. And that's when all hell broke loose. Artest charged into the stands, fists flying, followed by several other players. It was a scene of utter pandemonium, with fans and players exchanging blows in a wild melee. The malice at the palace was a dark day for the NBA, a stark reminder that even in the heat of competition, violence has no place in the game. Now let's talk about the NBA Dunk Contest, a platform for high-flying athletes to showcase their gravity-defying skills. But in 2005, Chris the Birdman Anderson learned the hard way that not all birds are meant to soar. Anderson, known for his colorful personality and even more colorful tattoos, was a fan favorite heading into the contest. But from his very first attempt, it was clear that something was off. He tried to dunk the ball, he really did, but time after time he'd miss the rim, the ball bouncing off the backboard or even sailing out of bounds. It was like watching a bird repeatedly fly into a window. The crowd, initially excited to see Anderson soar, grew increasingly bewildered, and then, dare I say, entertained by his epic struggles. The Birdman had become the Birdman down, and you know what? Even Anderson couldn't help but crack a smile at his own expense. It was a reminder that even in the face of failure, sometimes all you can do is laugh. Chapter 4. The Jose Canseco Head Home Run, a Fly Ball for the Ages. Now folks, we've all heard of a home run being hit out of the park. But what about a home run being hit off the head? That's exactly what happened to Jose Canseco back in 1993. Canseco, playing for the Texas Rangers at the time, was in right field when Cleveland Indians player Carlos Martinez launched a towering fly ball in his direction. Canseco tracked the ball, got into position, and then it happened. The ball bounced off the top of his head, sailed over the fence and landed in the stands for a home run. Yes, you heard that right, a home run, off his head. Now, some might call it luck, others might call it fate, but I call it ridiculous. It's a moment that perfectly encapsulates the unpredictable, often hilarious nature of baseball. Chapter 5. The LeBron Ear Whisperer, Lance Stephenson's Bizarre Tactic. Now let's talk about the art of trash talk, a time-honored tradition in the NBA. But in the 2014 playoffs, Lance Stephenson took things to a whole new level of weird. Stephenson, known for his pesky defense and questionable antics, was guarding LeBron James during a game between the Indiana Pacers and the Miami Heat. And in a moment of pure desperation, he decided to try something different. He leaned in close to LeBron as if he was about to whisper a sweet nothing in his ear, but instead of words, out came a gust of air. Yes, you heard that right. Lance Stephenson blew in LeBron James's ear. Now, I've seen a lot of things on a basketball court, folks, but I've never seen anything quite like that. It was bizarre, it was hilarious, and it left everyone wondering, what in the world was he thinking? Chapter 6. The Romo Fumble, a Kick in the Grass. Now let's talk about Tony Romo, a quarterback known for his late-game heroics and, unfortunately, his fair share of blunders. And in the 2007 playoffs, he added another chapter to his legend of ridiculousness. The Dallas Cowboys, led by Romo, were facing the Seattle Seahawks in a win-or-go-home playoff game. With just seconds left on the clock, the Cowboys were in prime position to kick a game-winning field goal. Romo lined up as the holder, took the snap, and then it all went wrong. He bobbled the snap, the ball slipped through his fingers, and the Cowboys' Super Bowl dreams went up in smoke. Now I'm not saying Romo choked, folks, but I'm not saying he didn't choke either. What I am saying is that it was a moment of pure, unadulterated ridiculousness that will forever be etched in NFL history. Chapter 7. Zidane sees red a headbutt. Heard round the world. Now let's talk about Zinedine Zidane, a French soccer legend known for his elegant style of play and his fiery temper. And in the 2006 World Cup final, those two sides collided in spectacular fashion. France was playing Italy in a match for the ages, and the tension was palpable. But in the 110th minute, with the score tied at 1-1, Zidane did something that shocked the world. He headbutted Italian defender Marco Materazzi in the chest, sending him crashing to the ground. Zidane, one of the greatest players of all time, was shown a red card and ejected from the game. Now I'm not one to condone violence, folks, but I gotta admit there was something strangely satisfying about seeing Zidane lose his cool like that. It was a reminder that even the most composed athletes are human, capable of moments of sheer madness. Chapter 8. Now let's talk about John Daly, a golfer known for his prodigious drives, his colorful personality, and his, shall we say, relaxed approach to fashion. And in the 2011 Australian Open, he gave us a moment that perfectly encapsulated his unique brand of entertainment. Daly, never one to shy away from a bold outfit, was sporting a pair of bright pink pants that would make even the most flamboyant flamingo blush. But on the 13th hole, disaster struck. As he bent down to read a putt, his pants, unable to contain his larger-than-life personality any longer, ripped wide open. Yes, you heard that right. John Daly split his pants on live television. Now most golfers would have been mortified. But not John Daly. He just laughed it off, grabbed a replacement pair of pants from his bag, and kept on playing. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated Daliness. Chapter 9. Now let's talk about Randy Johnson, a pitcher known for his blazing fastball and his intimidating presence on the mound. And in 2001, he gave us a moment that was both shocking and strangely mesmerizing. Johnson, pitching for the Arizona Diamondbacks at the time, was facing the San Francisco Giants when a bird flew into the path of his 100-mile fastball. The result was not pretty. The ball struck the bird with a sickening thud, sending feathers flying in all directions. The bird, needless to say, did not survive the encounter. Now, I'm not saying Randy Johnson is a bird murderer, folks, but I am saying that he throws one heck of a fastball. It was a moment that reminded us of the raw power of nature both on the mound and in the air. Chapter 10. Now let's talk about Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time. And in the 1997 NBA Finals, he gave us one of the most iconic performances in sports history. Jordan, playing for the Chicago Bulls, was facing the Utah Jazz in a pivotal Game 5. But there was just one problem. Jordan was sick, like really sick. He had a fever, he was dehydrated, and he could barely stand up. But did that stop him from playing? Heck no. Jordan gutted it out, playing 44 minutes and scoring 38 points to lead the Bulls to victory. Now, some might call it crazy. Others might call it heroic, but I call it Michael being Michael. It was a performance for the ages, a testament to Jordan's unwavering will to win. Well folks, there you have it, the most ridiculous moments in sports history. From butt fumbles to bird massacres, we've seen it all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing sports content. Let us know in the comments which moment you found the most ridiculous. Was it the butt fumble, the malice at the palace, or maybe John Daly's wardrobe malfunction? Let's keep the conversation going in the comments section below.